Like, what are you looking at? Like, what are you going for, bro? Like, what exactly are you looking to achieve out of this? Hello, YouTube. It is Zector back with another replay analysis video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the Ultimates. They ended up sweeping NRG, which is one of the best teams in NA right now. I'm curious what happened. I'm not going to yap too much in this intro. I do have a Genji video coming. Also, I saw a Justin tweet, so I'm absolutely going to make a video on that. So we're going to have a Shopify analysis soon as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Let's get right into it. All right, getting into this replay, this is obviously Ultimates versus NRG. I'm specifically looking at the 6-1 game because like I want to know what happened in this game. We'll just get into it. I haven't seen any of the series. As you guys know, I just don't watch RLCS. It's just not the most entertaining at times. Holy fuck. But shit like this is entertaining. Let's look at what's going on here. There's already a problem here. So already like a comm, if you're going to comm that you're going for this, it should already be happening right now before this, because we all know that LJ is going to take this off of backboard, off of connector here. So comm should already be coming out. So beast mode even going up there doesn't really make much sense if that comm came out. So this just tells me that that comm did not come out, or it just was completely neglected at the very least. But I like a Daniel challenge here better than a beast mode challenge. Beast mode's not going to have anything favorable here, and Daniel's going to cover a significant amount of those options that LJ has here. So if LJ wanted to go up to ceiling and then take it out, like Daniel's going to be in a better position. If LJ wants to hit out to a first killer, which first killer is on the left side of the screen if you don't know, he could do that in this situation, but beast mode is absolutely not. You know, look at this from LJ, right? There's no fucking way that a beast mode is ever getting shit here. It's just not happening. I get what beast mode is like initially looking for, but it's just so not guaranteed that there's no point in doing it. You know, if you have a Daniel or you have a teammate mid with full boost, there's no need for like a challenge like what beast mode is looking for here. It just doesn't make sense. LJ, the biggest way that LJ beats this challenge, and it's so easy, is LJ just completes this turn and hits down to first killer, and then it's like, first of all, Daniel would also be B in this situation, but beast mode is 100% B. When can LJ have known to like do this? It's literally like as soon as this happens and LJ sees all those players, then he could have. But this was all a motion that LJ was gonna do before he already knew exactly what he was gonna do as soon as he went up here. And you can see that because he's just going really, really quick here. Like this was all predetermined. Like he knew he was gonna execute it like this. He didn't even consider any other options here, which, you know, it's all right. It could have been better, but you know, it's not terrible. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. That was very odd by Chronic. Looked like Chronic, like, you know, it doesn't look like it. He did hesitate here. You could see him kind of go back and forth here. Looks like he was thinking about two things. Maybe he thought first killer was going to go, and then first killer didn't go, and then now he's going. But, you know, it's okay. First killer plays this position really well here, which gives him something favorable. Notice how first killer isn't really going, like, more into the right. Notice how he's going more into the left. This is a very obvious thing, but, you know, guys, we're talking about everything. I talk about everything. I don't give a fuck. Listen, he's coming in here. He wants to just get a really clean 50, so naturally going more to the left side is going to be good here. I see some people that'll go like straight forward. It doesn't make any fucking sense, but you know, this is good. You know, get something favorable here. I like this a lot. He's going to go for this. He's probably not going to get something on the ball, but that's okay. He's pressuring the space, opening up the space here. He wants to also take that full boost. That's going to be really good. That's going to force beast mode behind him to not be able to go literally anywhere. Like beast mode has to go through like mid here and then out. He's going to have to take a padding lane. He's not going to be fucking sustainable. We'll look at this as well. I already know this is what's going to happen, but you can see it's like, oh, okay, well, that's also not good. Okay, there's a lot of shit. Holy fuck. There's a lot of shit going on this game. I'm not going to even talk about this. This is very just obviously bad. It looks like Ultimates is taking the rat approach to this game, or this whole series maybe even. I doubt they just play like this in this game. But no, they're just playing like rats. That was a really good 50 by LJ. Holy shit. I really like that 50. I like he comes up. Look at that. Jesus. He's fat. I like it. Once again, playing a 50, he knows that there's someone there. He's also kind of leaving off for his teammate, I would imagine, in this situation, which either option is fine. I don't really care which one happens, but the beast mode challenge? No, dude. Beast mode, I know this is not a video on NRG, but I think it's important to know. But in this situation, beast mode didn't have to go for this at all. Beast mode could have just zoned this area. He could have kept padding. He could have taken this. I don't really care where beast mode goes at all. Like, I really don't care. he just needs to let Atomic play this. Like, if Atomic's gonna be in this position, he should play it. If this is calmed, different story. If Beast Mode calmed this, then this is okay. If this is not calmed and he's just doing this cut like willy-nilly, then that's just not okay. This boost actually isn't up, but it's going to be up in a second. I don't know why it's glitched right now, but yeah, that boost was taken, right? So by the time that Beast Mode gets all the way up here, if he just would have waited until right now, then he would have been able to grab that boost, but that's okay. Let's go back to Ultimate, see what's going on. Holy shit, dude, First Killer's playing like a fucking rat. It's so funny, actually. He's trying to pressure this boost. It's very low percentage that he's gonna get that boost, but I like that he's just kind of pressing. You can see he also presses Beast Mode off a little bit here, so that's good. LJ, so in this situation, like, we already know that we have a Chronic. First Killer is not going to be very sustainable here. In this position, what we want to do is we want to play some sort of pacing for our team, right? Pacing for our team is going to be really good here. So if he jumps up, gets that light touch, plays that solo into net, that's going to make Atomic really awkward. It's going to make Daniel really awkward. By LJ going and starting something like that, it's going to prevent like Daniel and Atomic from going and grabbing resources as effectively, because they can't just neglect the pressure that LJ is putting on mid here. There's a lot of things that opens up, but it looks like LJ didn't do any of those things. A drop off. I'm pretty sure I said that, but a drop off to Chronic here would have been really good. A very light touch down to Chronic could be an immediate shot here. Honestly, could be a fucking goal. But it looks like he plays this over and expects First Killer to turn, and if he doesn't expect First Killer to turn and that's not what he's looking for, then maybe he's just trying to play into difficult space for NRG here, because obviously only Beast Mode could do something with this, but Beast Mode's not going to even be able to do anything with this immediately in this situation, especially not because he dodged. So he can't even do anything. This is going to end up, Atomic is going to end up going for this. Some of you are looking at like nah, Beast Mode is 100% going to go for it because he's right there. It's just not happening. You can tell that was already really fucking awkward for Beast Mode, but Beast Mode made it awkward in himself when he decided to do that dodge. You can tell if he didn't do that dodge, he could have had a bang out. That bang out in this situation could have been really good. It's going to force a player to go for it, which is going to allow all of NRG to actually grab boost and reposition, put themselves in stronger positions on the field. It's going to force a Chronic to have to go back. If Chronic decides to go for it, Chronic probably goes, takes touch on wall, plays pacing here for his teammates. That allows First Killer to come out, probably play an outlet at this point, clashes in mid. There's a lot of fucking shit that could happen, but we'll see what happens with Atomic here. Oh, this is cool. Oh, First Killer. First gotta get them out. Oh, what is that? What is that? Bench. Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy shit. That bench was fucking crazy. First Killer probably gonna look for a Chronic here. I don't dislike this at all. Looking for Chronic in this situation is gonna be the best play. I mean, Daniel may have a slight chance to play it, but if this is really high up, it's gonna be super hard for Daniel to even go for it. So it might be a bit better just not go for it at all. Honestly, just let them have that lane. I mean, I know Atomic's gonna be like coming in here in a second, but yeah, Chronic ended up missing. Oh, okay. Let's look at this. So Chronic, looks like Chronic knew that it was already going to be too much around this point, so he just stopped trying to play that touch in general, and now it's like he's looking for that next touch off of corner, which is cool. He's doing a lot of arrow. Oh my, Ultimates is just sending people over and over again, like just over and over and over again. I'm not saying this is wrong. Like, they're playing some amount of pacing, but they're just playing like fucking oh my god, slaps Daniel into fucking space. I really, they have the turns to jump like this. Like, they have a Chronic back. They have a First Killer back. Oh my god, they're just going. This is peak NA gameplay. Like, this is peak NA gameplay. This is just how it is, man. NRG can't fucking do anything. NRG really isn't playing that much pacing. I like that. That was played well. It's just because LJ, like, this is kind of expected. LJ is playing this, like, really hoping that this boost comes up. That boost isn't gonna come up until, like, it literally probably just came out. So that they were just gambling at that point, but it doesn't even look like they fucking care. So it's like, whatever. I like that look down. That was pretty good. Chronic. High touch, I like this. LJ just gonna take a lighter touch here. You know, I really like that Daniel didn't go. A lot of people decide to go in this situation, but this is not immediately threatening, like, at all. Some people are gonna be looking at this like, well, Zector, you know, he has a fucking like backboard read here. Like, dude, like let's pay attention to beast mode here. Let's also still pay attention to Daniel. They have their turns. This is why I say this a lot, right? If you just don't, like, I know this goes favorably for them. I know it does, right? You see what I mean? Like, I already knew that. Like, and I don't, you know, I can't read the fucking future, guys. It's just very obviously like on the field. So in this situation, like, because Daniel doesn't go, you know, I'll show this from Daniel's POV as well so that I can really paint the picture for you guys. But this shit is not threatening. The most threatening thing in this situation would actually be Chronic, but immediately it's like LJ's not doing a damn thing on net here. Daniel knows that he has teammates back, so he doesn't really need to get away from this option. He doesn't even need to put a hand up here, because this is like, if this was going, you know, maybe more towards net, maybe LJ had a better touch, maybe LJ already had some like reset options, you know, it could be a different story. Maybe we see a Daniel jump, and I could understand a jump in that situation, but he's playing this really, really well here. Like, LJ's not doing a fucking thing. You can tell now Daniel has like all of his boosts. He has his positioning. I mean, like, this is perfect. That was played perfectly, and that's why they get something favorable in this situation. Also, Beast Mode played that perfectly as well. Or he played that really ideal. Look at that light touch, saved that dodge. The reason that he wanted to save that dodge is because he wanted to use the momentum of that dodge and like the firmness, quote unquote, of that dodge to really push through this 50 with First Killer. First Killer could have played that better and reduce the impact that Beast Mode did, but you know, it still probably would have ended up roughly the same way. I like that look for off-ball value there on LJ. That's really good. I don't know why I'm turning this into an NRG analysis, but whoa, what the fuck is going on? Like, Daniel. Yeah, no. Oh, that touch is crazy. That's not even on Daniel. That touch is just crazy. There's no way Daniel reads that touch. Like, there's no way. That's like that's like gambling. He just hit a 1% chance on that fucking touch. That's actually ridiculous. I like that touch a lot. I mean, it's gonna end up going to a Chronic, but they should still be fine realistically. We'll see. Yeah, no, they're all cool. First Killer, I like that First Killer just plays time here. There's no need to be real aggressive right here. Like, he doesn't really have teammates to do shit here. I talked about this in my last video in GK, but this is the exact same situation. Like, the beginning of the video, I was like, take a screenshot, blah blah blah, my yapping ass. Yeah, no, this is the same situation. So, you know, we can see First Killer coming back. It's just a better move. We also saw this, you know, Drawley challenging something like this. It's just like, you know, this is just a better move. I like this a lot. But I'm just going to play it. This is not what he wanted, so he's just leaving it. Yeah, why do these guys, these guys just look like they're having fun, truthfully. This doesn't even look like a stressful match for them. Like, they really just look like they're chilling. Which is so funny. That's exactly how you should play the game, though. At this level, I feel like at this level, you just need to prioritize having fun. I feel like if you focus too much on dubs, you're just chalked, bro. Because you're gonna get in your head so easily, and then your mental is just done. I feel like coming in, just having fun, is always gonna be a great approach. This time, you know, they're making a lot of lazy touches, but the problem here is NRG look really lethargic. Like, they look really just like ugh to everything. Like, they're not really pushing in and occupying space as aggressively as they need to. They're not putting really good offensive opportunities together. They've just been playing a lot of defense this game, and granted, Ultimates is like pressuring them pretty heavily, but they gotta start something. This should be a Daniel demo. Oh, he just barely avoided that, but this is a shooting opportunity. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at this, because like, it's like, what's going on, right? So Daniel tries to play pacing here. He wants to slow things down as much as possible, but he knows he just can't execute on that 50 after using all of that boost. So that's fucked. That touch comes out. As soon as this touch comes out from Beast Mode, if Atomic can't play pacing here, it's just not going to go well. You can see he tries to play pacing. Like, he tries to. Like, I know if he got this touch, he would be playing this a little more slow, but he ended up not getting what he wanted, which is just really unfortunate. Yeah, no, that's just, you know, that's just a misexecution on Atomic's part. But, you know, that shit happens sometimes. Like, sometimes you get in these positions and you try and... you're really confident that you're gonna execute well, and it just, the touch ends up going somewhere fucking crazy. Okay, this is not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, granted, Atomic could have played this a little different. You can see Atomic just really like eager. When you get eager in situation, like it's so easy to be patient. I don't know why, you know, Atomic wasn't like a bit more patient here. But if Atomic just, it's like, dude, he could have just backed up right now. It's like the first killer really wasn't doing anything that would have warranted that reaction. So that was a little unnecessary, but okay, it's pretty good by LJ. That's going to let Chronic come in and occupy that space. Chronic may not be able to go for this instant. He's either going to grab that boost. He could grab this boost and then play up the wall here, but that gives Atomic a cut option here. So maybe he grabs his boost and turns in. He could grab up and go up, or he could just challenge, neglect the boost, or he could grab the boost and challenge. We'll see what happens. Yeah, he just decides to go back. Going back's a good option. You know, that's not a bad option in that situation. He's going to be able to, yeah, play this. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, I like that he, you know, let's look at this. This is a small detail. But as soon as he gets this touch, he knows that if he hits it right now, Daniel's probably dunking the shit out of him. So he takes that extra second to really wait for Daniel to get contact, which is something I've said in like, I don't even remember what video. It was a video from like a minute ago. But when you play your 50s like this, you're guaranteed value. First killer is so close. Dude, first killer is so funny this match. He's fucking hilarious this match. What is he doing? It's so funny. Yo, if you see the thumbnail, I'm probably using that thumbnail of first killer just smiling, like looking at the camera with the ultimates win. It's just so funny. Like, this guy is so funny this match. I don't know what's going on with him. I like that Chronic just didn't go there. There's no point in occupying that space all aggressively. He didn't have teammates to work with anyway. This is a good touch by first killer. Daniel either going to bang this back out or take pacing. That's really the only two things. Yeah, he plays pacing, which is okay. Going to be able to play with his teammates here. You know, oh, okay. No, Beast Mode's just moving real quick, and then Daniel didn't get exactly what he wanted here. Yeah, and he ended up dodging instead of putting a hand up. Yeah, no, I mean, it's honestly a really simple answer. Like, NRG just aren't executing well. Like, they're doing relatively the right things in a lot of situations, but when they get into these positions, they just don't execute well. And I've said this to a lot of my students before. But it really doesn't matter if you put yourself in good positions if you don't execute well, you know? Like, I don't know if this is like a mental thing for these guys right now, but they're just not executing the best. That's literally it. Like, they're giving themselves some opportunities, but then they just don't execute. This video feels more like an NRG video than an Ultimates video, but the Ultimates, they're just, honestly, like, NRG's just not executing well. It's really that simple. You can see this touch comes up. I heard a player, was that that was Beast Mode? Did Beast Mode jump for that? Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. No, this shouldn't happen. Like, what are you looking at? Like, what are you going for, bro? Like, what exactly are you looking to achieve out of this? Like, is he trying to go backward and then bump LJ? There's no way. No, you can't. You literally can't. You don't have the resources after that jump to be sustainable enough to even achieve that option. So there's no point in doing that. Oh, what was that? Dude, this game is wacky. This is the wackiest, funniest game I think I've analyzed yet. That touch was slingshotting. That touch was fast. Holy shit. Okay, I like all of this so far. Atomic, you're getting beat, man. It's just really unfortunate. Yeah, no, this game's just messy from NRG. You know, a lot of the stuff that's happening is just fundamental mistakes. So it wouldn't surprise me if I looked at any other game of the series and found similar stuff. But this is probably definitely the worst of it for sure. You know, some may be asking, like, what could have Atomic done differently here? It's like, this was so fucking awkward. You go ahead and ask yourself this, guys. Does Atomic have a teammate right now? Fuck no, he doesn't have a teammate. And that's something that, like, Atomic should have known in this situation if he was paying attention. So jumping for this does, like, shit nothing, really, unfortunately. It would have been significantly better for him to just play a little bit of time. Literally just play a little bit of time. He can either grab this boost. The reason I did this initial pass is because you kind of want to leave this boost if you have a teammate that can rotate, but not if a first killer could go and grab it. So probably just go grab boost. He could play up wall maybe for that touch, or he could play this and then up. Like, there's a lot of different things he could have done here. You can see he would have been significantly more advantageous in this situation, or if he stayed anywhere in this path. Like, anywhere here is good. We're also denying a boost from first killer if we do that, but instead it's like what is NRG gonna do now? Like, there was no benefit for him to get that challenge at all. Daniel ends up getting out of it. Oh, okay. Beast mode's so naked. Yeah, that's just okay. So once again, ultimates are just playing like rats. Look at them. Like, look at them. They're sending to it like every ball. It's like, what is going on, dude? That guy's fucking dead. GG to that guy. I don't even know who the fuck that was. It happened so quickly. And then yeah, no, first killer's just waiting for this option. Look, Chronic. See, this is peak though. This is what I've been saying though. Like, this is the same shit. Like when you have turns and you play pacing, like you can be a fucking rat. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Chronic doesn't have to leave here. Why would Chronic have to leave? You know what I mean? Like Chronic can sit here and play this bump the whole time because there's going to be an LJ landing, right? Like after his initial recovery time, LJ's going to have a turn. So like, this is fine. I like what Chronic did there. That was good. When you have extra turns to send players that shit, do it. Like, I really don't. Like Ultimates is playing kind of funny. Like they're playing kind of goofy. But I wouldn't say they're playing wrong necessarily. They could be executing what they're doing here like quite a bit better. But I like the general idea, and you can tell that it fucking works. Now, granted, it wouldn't be working this well if NRG was like executing a bit better, just playing a bit better in general. But you can tell this whole game, like, what real offensive opportunities have we seen from NRG? Like, none. They've literally just been playing defense. And that's because every time they do get on offense, it's like they're either playing pacing wrong or they're just not executing well in those positions. And then it's just like, whatever. You know, look at that. That was lackluster play. You know, let's look at this from Atomic real quick. But when we get in this situation, why don't we want to send over to right wall here? Like, immediately in this situation, like, we should be like getting a little bit of distance from the ball, smacking that. It doesn't even have to go right here to beast mode because this lane's covered. You don't want to get to beast mode immediately, but if you just sling it over here to the fucking wall, like beast mode's gonna get that boost, and LJ can't comp. Like honestly, LJ could jump instant if he wanted to, but I mean, beast mode is still gonna be a lot more favorable in this situation than fucking Atomic. Like Atomic's just gonna get stuck here, and he tries to force out a flick. You don't need to force out a flick in this situation. Like if you already know that situation is shit, just play a guaranteed 50, and then beast mode can play a supportive option. Daniel could have played a supportive option, so it's like there's no need to play it like that. But you know, it's okay. Oh, this is gonna be really weird. Oh, I like that. Whoa, he's looking for. No, this was peak touch. This was peak touch. So this touch enables LJ to get back, enables Chronic to have time to get resources and get into a good position. I mean, this is good. No, I like this. There's nothing that Energy can do here. Yeah, no, absolutely not. And Ultimates could have played that better, and still NRG just wouldn't have got anything. But let's look at from Atomic. I'm looking at NRG a lot this game, and not Ultimates, but it's like, I see what Atomic is seeing. He just wants to get a fucking option on the ball. He's just putting a hand up. They're already down by 1 billion goals. So, you know, I'll give it to Atomic. I'll give it to him. Like, he can definitely do that. And he probably should do that in this situation just because. But, okay, yeah, no. NRG's just, they're putting, like, no good offensive options on the net. Like, at all. This should be stopped. Oh, yeah, no, they're not playing as a team. They're not playing as a team. Beast mode? Brother, relax. Just relax. Look, they're not letting each other play their roles. In this situation, Atomic is still there, but I get what Beast mode is seeing. Beast mode is just panicking, truly. Beast mode is just like, fuck no, I don't want to go down anymore. I'm just going to throw myself here. And, like, this is the result. But First Killer is in peak position. Dude, First Killer. Oh, my. Dude, that was the best position he could have put himself in. Really, like, that was played really well. Don't know that, dude, the Ultimates, you know, they look good in this game. At least they look goofy. I'm not gonna say that they necessarily look good, but you know, I like what they're doing at the very least. I do like what they're doing. I just think they're executing it in such a goofy way, which, dude, look at them, these fucking animals. No, that's so funny. No, First Killer is hilarious. So this touch is a fake. He's faking the initial shot, but he can also play the dodge into it, which just acts as like a dunk factor. And, you know, Beast Mode played that really well. I feel like a majority of players would have got scored on in this situation. Like, this is not an easy, because, like, honestly, a lot of players would have already panicked knowing there was a First Killer there. Like, maybe they even throw out a jump. Beast Mode is so patient there, which really helps him out. If he wouldn't have been that patient, this would have been a goal, 100%. But I like how he played that. That was pretty good. Daniel, I like that touch up. You know what, Tommy, get in there. Y'all are down. Get in there. The rest of this game is kind of just null. I like NRG, yeah, like I just said, like the rest of this game is like whatever. NRG is just gonna be throwing players at the ball, like just trying to get anything. Like this would be some of the most messy Rocket League gameplay typically. So there's no point in even watching the rest of this. But you know, my closing thoughts, yeah, no, Ultimates just playing. Look at these guys, dude. They're so funny. I don't know what their game plan was. If their game plan was to come in and just have fun and just kind of chill, hey, look, they fucking did it, man. Truthfully, like, they accomplished it. I don't really disagree too much with how they played it. I mean, they had a lot of turns to like do a lot of the silly, goofy shit they were doing. Now, ideally, like, we definitely want to reduce some of those motions, some of those jumps, some of those challenges, like some of the stuff that happened. Definitely want to execute a little bit better in some of those situations. As always, you know, there's always going to be typically like execution errors. But NRG just played bad, I'm not going to lie. NRG didn't play as a team in a good amount of situations in this, which just led to their downfall. They had offensive opportunities. They put themselves in the positions to do so, and they didn't execute well at all. Yeah, no. It was just a pretty messy game from NRG. But yeah, no, I have a Gingy video to make. Don't worry, guys. I listen to you guys. Okay, I see all of your comments, like whatever, you know, I see them. Okay, and I also need to make a Shopify video because I saw Justin tweet. You guys already know where that's going, straight on the thumbnail. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, please subscribe, and please comment. I will see you in the next one.